There it is. Hey, everybody. Paul Olbrands with your Thursday weekly interest rate insights for the week of October, or for the day of October 26, 2023. Today, we're going to talk about where interest rates are at. I'm going to bring up an article that I actually think was very well written because we do have a savagely unhealthy home housing market. We're going to talk about what is happening tomorrow. PCE, this is going to be a market mover. Then we're also going to talk about two programs that if you, or particularly, for my peer, for my age group, if your families, if your parents are struggling, I'm telling you, this is such a great program for them. You're definitely going to want to hear that. And then we're going to talk about this really cool buy before you sell program. And here we go. What do you say we just dive right into this? So you know by now that I always want to start off by saying thank you. I will find you. And I will thank you for all of you that referred or reached out to us, your family and friends. It was a great week. It's always a pleasure helping you. And whether we do the loan or not, it's always great to give people some guidance on which path to take. What do you say we talk about interest rates? So if you take a look at interest rates today, the purchase rates are up from last week, and the refinance, from VA, FHA, they're the same, but conventional is up. But I'm going to tell you, this really doesn't tell the true story, because it's really more just like this. I mean, yesterday the rates were way worse than they are today. We've actually had a great week or a great day with interest rates. Fingers crossed here. Here's an article that I came across that I thought was very, very interesting. The real estate analyst said that the U.S. is dealing with a very savagely unhealthy housing market. Here's why and what you can do about it. At first, I was thinking, oh, here we go again with the foreclosures, the short sales, and all that stuff. But really, when I dug deep into this article, it actually shed a lot of truth on why this market is unhealthy. I love this little listing here. It talks about a little dollhouse there somewhere in South Carolina for $299,000. That is the true issue that we're having in this market. We have a huge supply and demand imbalance, construction labor, and construction costs and labor shortages, high home prices, competitive bidding wars. You guys, I just don't see foreclosures, short sales fitting in this market like it was in 2008, simply for many reasons. Number one, more people want to buy a house than there are houses. Number two, the people that own houses have super low interest rates. Where are they going to go and pay less than what they're paying now? Remember back in 2008, I think housing prices were like, let's just say 5,000, but you can go rent for 2,500, and you had no equity, so there was a lot of incentive for people to leave. Well, right now people have equity. They're paying super low payments based off of those super low interest rates. The true golden handcuffs are those interest rates, because it's really preventing people from making a move. So I definitely still think to that. And my biggest fear, and I've shared with you with this, is that I know we're all hoping for lower rates, and they really need to come down to create a balance in the market. But boy, what's that going to do to the cost of a house? It's going to create more bidding wars, more buying power. It's going to create a lot of uncertain times here. Let's talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow, speaking of market movers, tomorrow the Fed's favorite measure of inflation is coming in, PCE. Now, to really just make this simple for you, if it comes in hotter than expected, you can expect another push on interest rates, increasing. If it actually shows that inflation is coming down, you never know. We can get a little bit more improvement on interest rates and maybe help you save a little bit of money on your mortgage here. Speaking of which, parents, they're struggling with finances. I met with an elderly couple this week, and here's the thing. We have inflation, rising costs just to live. However, a lot of them are on fixed incomes, and a lot of them don't even know this actually exists. Now, if you're like me, in the past, I had a lot of negative feelings or ideas about what a reverse mortgage is, but I'm telling you, if you sit down and I share with you what it actually entails and what the benefits and cons are, you're going to find that maybe, just maybe, it's going to be a great program for you or your parents. And more importantly, I'm going to tell you, you can change how they live the rest of their lives. It may not mean a lot to you, but if you can save your parents $2,000 a month, how would that impact their life? That is absolutely huge. The last thing I want to share is we have a lot of people that want to buy first before they sell. But either they can't qualify for both mortgages or they need the equity in their existing house. for the down payment on the next property, hey, guess what? We have a great program for you. So if you fit that category, why don't you go ahead and scan this little QR code here? That's going to link you up to my calendar. It's a hopes and dreams conversations, no credit reports, no applications, no commitment. We're just going to sit down together and we're going to put a plan in place for you and your family to either make the move, not make the move, but it's always better to know than to wonder. And that's what I'm here for. So if you're thinking of making any changes, debt consolidations, buy, sell, I'm here for you. Would love to connect. Otherwise, if you're good, I'm good. I hope you have a great week. And that wraps